Good morning, friends. Well, it's Wednesday, April 15th. Sunny out today, so it'll be a good day for a walk. I don't see too much wind. I'll start my story with a joke. What is the tooth fairy's favorite Arctic animal? The polar bear. That's a good one, huh? It would be a really good one if it's February, because then it would be Dental Health Month. But it's not, it's April. So, today's story is going to be The Red Sweater. And this is by Peter Maloney. Chapter 1. In school, Peter liked almost everything about school. He liked learning to read. He liked learning to count. And he really liked his teacher, Mrs. Robinson. But there was one thing Peter didn't like about school. Russell DeLuca. I think this is another bully story. Chapter 2. Peter's Red Sweater. Peter was the youngest boy in the class. Even though he knew how to dress himself, his mother still set his clothes out every morning. The one thing was always there, his red sweater. It'll keep you safe, his mother told him. Cars will stop when they see you. Peter always looked both ways before he crossed a street, but his red sweater made him feel extra safe. Of course, there was one thing that Peter's red sweater couldn't protect him from. Russell DeLuca. Today's the 10th day in a row that you've worn your red sweater, Russ said to Peter. Don't you have anything else to wear? Peter didn't say a word. Maybe his mother made it for him. All things red. That afternoon, Mrs. Robinson asked the class to name things that are red. Felicia raised her hand. My bow, she said. She pointed to the bright red ribbon in her hair. Roses, said Toby. A stop sign, Rich called out. Fire engine, said Patty. Apples, said Lou. Anything else? Asked Mrs. Robinson. The sweater that Peter wears every day, shouted Russ DeLuca. Peter's face turned as red as his sweater. Oh, no, not again. The next morning, Peter's mother set out his clothes. Peter put on his jeans, he tied his shoelaces, and he tucked in his shirt. And he walked to the door. Peter, his mother called out, aren't you forgetting something? Oh, it's too hot for the sweater, said Peter. Too hot, cried his mother. It's almost November. Put your sweater on now. Peter put on his red sweater. He walked very slowly to school. As he walked, Peter heard, psst. He stopped and looked around. No one was there. Then a pretty face with beautiful bright eyes and a big blue bow popped out of the bushes. It was Felicia. I have an idea, Felicia said. Really, said Peter. What is it? Felicia whispered into Peter's ear. Are you sure you don't mind? Asked Peter. Not at all, said Felicia. What could her great idea be? Could you whisper to one of your neighbors, maybe a little brother or a little sister? The late bell was just about to ring. What was Felicia's idea? Peter and Felicia came running through the classroom door. Do I spy who's got the red sweater on? Peter was wearing Felicia's blue sweater, and Felicia was wearing Peter's red sweater. Russ DeLuca was so surprised, his mouth dropped open. Clever friend. This sweater is really comfortable, whispered Felicia, and it'll help to protect you from cars. Peter smiled. Oh, that was a nice friend. So be sure you're careful when you go for walks. Look both ways. And red is a good color to wear outside. Maybe I'll wear something red when I go for my walk this morning. All right, well, miss you guys. Hope to see you soon. Mwah!